What just happened, Jessica?
Well, we retrieved a swarm of bees that swarmed out of our old hive into our neighbor's backyard.
Okay.
And
What was his name?
his name's Chad. Very nice fellow.
And his dog?
His dog is Raider,
An Australian Shepherd
an
dog.
Australian Shepherd.
And how did it go collecting the bees?
Well, it was a little worrisome at first because, you know, it wasn't the swarm that you see on TV, which is on a low-hanging branch where you just, you know, shake it and the bees all come out. Instead, it was the bees had clumped around a post that had some plants on top of it, and it was kind of like part of an arbor, so it was really hard to get in there and get all the bees. So we sort of used a combination of methods. We had some drawn comb, so at first we tried to get the bees to go onto the drawn comb and then shake them into the hive.
And they didn't go for the comb at all,
They didn't really go for that. So then we tried shaking the bees. We put the box under this arbor thing, and I held it, and Tim shook it, and that worked kinda. And then
But we couldn't get it right under the bees, could we? Because there was a
Right,
post, so
yeah,
it was
'cause
kind of
there
a
was a
quarter
post.
at a time.
And so finally we brushed the bees as well. So used lots of different methods.
Brushing, shaking. What about the queens?
There are multiple queens, at least two. When we had a good number of bees in the box, we put it on the ground, and we were kind of looking to see if the bees would go into the box. And while we were doing that, I noticed twice on the ground that there were queen bees. So we tried to pick her up to put her in the box.
But she flew away.
She flew away. So and then when we went back to the post, we noticed a queen bee there.
Yes, but then we saw a queen walk
Right.
into our box.
But we also saw another one on the ground who walked into the box. So we know that we have two. The one that we found on the post, we actually put it in a jar, and we're not sure what to do with it yet. But the one that we found on the post could have been the one that was on the ground and flew away, or it could have been a third one. We're not really sure. But we know that there's one in our little swarm box for sure.
And all the bees just folded her in, didn't they? It took
Yes.
maybe 20 minutes, but they were fanning and all the bees, so they went in.
Yeah.
So presumably there is a queen in there,
Yeah.
which we saw go in.
Yeah, and then there's another queen in a jar. We don't really know what to do with her.
And I guess we're thinking we should have just dumped her in and let them sort it all out.
Yeah, we probably should have brought the top bar over and tried to get them in there, because that's where we would like to put our swarm, is in the top bar. So
Okay. So it sort of went okay. Did you
Yeah.
have suffer any injuries?
I did. I was stung twice. I was stung on my thumb.
Which didn't hurt at all, did it?
It hurt a lot. In fact, it's still kind of pulsing. And I think, now this is the second time this has happened to me, so I'd be interested to see or read anything about this, but I think twice I haven't actually been stung, but maybe the stinger has sort of grazed my flesh, or maybe, I don't know, some of the bee's guts made me a little bit allergic. But once on my leg and once on my stomach, I felt a bee and I squashed it. And then
So the one today you squashed it.
yeah, and then I had a little red mark, but it wasn't nearly as severe as a sting, but it was a little bit irritated.
Okay.
So,
And I got stung twice on the arm.
yeah,
Okay. Because I courageously gave you my
you did.
shirt to wear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lesson learned: when we go to a swarm site, you should bring my white sweatshirt.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.